Ladies and gents, welcome in. Argentina and Austria is our game for this evening, afternoon, or night, wherever you are around the world. A very, very exciting matchup between these two sides here. Two previous fixtures, both being played in Vienna. This one here in Dallas, of all places. If you do look at the previous head-to-head between these two sides, it is a very, very interesting results that have been seen by these two sides. 8 wins for Argentina entering this matchup, 4 wins for Austria. But let's look at the lineups. Both these teams got a victory match day 1. Austria over Jordan, Argentina over Algeria. For Argentina, it's Emi Martinez in goal, Medina and Molina the fullbacks, Romero and Alessandro Martinez in the heart of the defence. Thiago Almada and Rodrigo de Paul will accompany the front line, whereas Enzo Fernandez and Alexis McAllister sit centrally, with Lautaro Martinez keeping his spot and Leo Messi leading the line as well. So unchanged for the Argentina starting 11. For Austria, a few alterations. Schlager remains in goal. Konrad Laimer and Stefan Posch are the fullbacks. Kevin Danso and David Alaba at the heart of the defence. Nicholas Zywald and Schlager in midfield. It's Schmid, Wana and Sabitzer supporting Gregoric for this one here today. So no chance leader line once again for Sasa Kalajic. No Marko Natovic either from the start. Vene, Kani Chukwemeka and Vima, all options from the bench. From Argentina, there's options aplenty. Valentin Barco, Nico Paz, Giuliano Simeone, Nicolo Gonzalez, Julian Alvarez, all options for the bench to change the game for them. Messi has a chance today to break the World Cup goal-scoring record held by Miroslav Klose 2 days prior to his 39th birthday. What a great birthday present that would be. Unbeaten in the last 6, Austria, though, entering this one here. They weren't unbelievable versus Jordan, but they got the job done in the end. They've won 4 straight entering this one. Obviously, we said Argentina have won 6 straight. The countdown is on here, though. I think it's in readiness. So off here in Dallas. Both these two teams got a victory match day 1. Argentina cruised their game versus Algeria. Austria to work much harder to get the victory over Jordan. And they come to this game as underdogs and in another very hostile territory. I think that wherever Messi and Argentina go, there will be a massive turnout and massive amounts of number 10s and a massive amounts of sky blue and white. And they're going to be facing that today. Argentina in their traditional strip with the dark blue shorts from left to right. Austria in the red from right to left. The winner of this game will be through to the round of 32. And if results go their way today, the winner of this game will go through top of the group. We talked about the massive importance of the midfield battle in the previous matchup, Algeria and Argentina. We saw how Alexis McAllister, Rodrigo de Paul in there alongside Enzo Fernandez really dictated that game, won those duels, and kept Algeria at arm's length. A similar importance here, though, for Nicholas Zywald and Schlager, supported by Marcel Sabitzer and Schmid. They're going to have to apply pressure to this Argentinian midfield and try and put Messi and company off their game. But here they already go. Enzo Fernandez into the channel. Ooh. Thiago Almada in the end. I think he was flagged offside, but already you're seeing how easily Argentina can go from one end to the other. It's so important. They're physical. Zywald and Schlager. Not for their defensive play. But he bet their very best today. Enzo Fernandez in an Argentinian jersey, different level. So is Lex McAllister and Rodrigo de Paul. We know all about him. He loves playing for his nation. Kevin Danso obviously applying his trade at Tottenham Hotspur. A strong finish to the season in the lead up to this World Cup. Stefan Posch wearing that face mask. Injury he picked up in the Jordan game. After the new striker for today, Garioch, Sasa Kalajic, will be a centre forward they want to go long to, direct to, and players like Vanna and Marcel Sabitzer and Schmid will look to work off him. Great turn, away from trouble by Molina. He gets the ball back, feeds it into midfield area. Messi around the corner. Beautiful build for Argentina. This is the chance. Lautaro. What a challenge defensively to win the ball. He's down and hurt here, Lautaro Martinez. It's a really bright start from Argentina. The ball in and out of feet and in between the lines quite easily. Referee now bring the game to a halt because Lautaro Martinez remains down. There's a touch get out of his feet and then clattered by two of them. It's a tough challenge. But Lautaro Martinez is a tough cookie. I think he would continue. It's like an ankle being collapsed on by the defenders. It's an awkward challenge to read, though, because one gets the ball, the other doesn't. So let's watch this back here. Lautaro's heavy touch. Stefan Posch comes in from the left. From the right, Schlager. So Schlager, I think, doesn't get the ball. Posch does, though. No, he doesn't. No, Schlager gets the ball. Posch gets his footing. I think Posch is the reason why Lautaro Martinez is in all the pain he is. You wouldn't want to be the referee in that situation there. It's a very, very difficult decision to make. There's a check going on now. VAR. Because Posch comes in and collects his standing foot. That's the reason why he's in the pain. It's going to take a lot, though, to overturn the referee's on-field decision. We know that to be true. The Egyptian referee, Mohamed Omar, just bring this game to a halt. I had to go to the monitor to have a look at this, but it's one of those weird ones. Because one makes contact with the ball, one doesn't. The referee's going to have a look at this. And this is not the start Austria want. The Egyptian referee sending all the players away. So Schlager gets the ball. We've established that. But Stefan Posch gets in from the side and behind and takes out Lautaro Martinez's left foot, the standing foot, as he goes to shoot. That's what caused the pain. That's what might be the reason why Argentina get an early penalty in this game. Let's wait for the referee's verdict. It's going to be a penalty kick. Argentina have an early penalty in this one. And this is a chance for the GOAT, Leo Messi, to step up to the spot and overtake Miroslav Klose's World Cup goal-scoring record. It was a great move. It was a great passage. Enzo Fernandez fed the ball in to Lautaro Martinez. After a heavy touch to get out of trouble, two came clattering in, one of which was Stefan Posch, who's given away this penalty. And up he steps, the number 10 of Lionel Messi. It was at this very end that Harry Kane missed his first attempt at a penalty, but it was deemed the keeper had breached the line. Lionel Messi steps up the exact same spot to try and put Argentina into an early lead. Tie with Miroslav Klose. A chance to break the World Cup record goal scoring amount. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh no for Lionel Messi. That is a very, very bad penalty. Little hop, skip and a jump there from Lionel Messi. And it put him off his technique. And in the end, Schlager went the right way. So even if he did put it on target, the keeper would have made the save. So, put a dodged here early on for Austria. And that end, again, proves to be costly. And Messi didn't get a second bite of the cookie, as Harry Kane did. The noise remains loud here. Stefan Posch, who's counting his lucky stars now after bringing down Lautaro Martinez in the box. There is number 22 back on the pitch. The Inter Milan centre forward. And Serie A Golden Boot winner, Danzo. '50 duel headed on by Vanna. Schmid pressurising Medina. And the fullback going over and being fouled there. So then, the GOAT is real. He is human. It was a funky old run-up. He's a player that plays almost in first gear at times, Lionel Messi, but that was a really strange run-up. No energy, no intensity in it. He sort of just wandered in, took a little skip, and the goalkeeper didn't sit down on the skip. He stood tall, and Messi was forced to pull the chance wide. So Miroslav Klose's goal record stays intact, at least for now. Gajoric. Lautaro Martinez deeming to have fouled. There in the big centre forward. All eyes for the man there from Lisandro. Rivera and Martinez. One of the great combinations in international football right now, the centre halves. Gajoric has got a problem here, it looks like. Maybe a bit of damage to the boot. David Alaba telling the referee, let's not restart here. We've got a man down. Already had a crazy start to this one here, 12 minutes in. David Alaba goes and stands over this one. Rodrigo de Paul goes over. Gajoric and de Paul coming together. So the Austrian set play. They want to benefit of these sort of actions. Slow played set pieces are their avenues to goal. On crossfield ball, Danzo wins it. Lisandro Martinez away. Sabitzer. Danzo. Great footwork for the Tottenham Hotspur man. Sabitzer, Danzo. Ball in. Headed well away though by Enzo Fernandez. Alaba sends it back on the volley. The moment the ball just ping-balling around. Alaba. That's hooked forward. Lautaro Martinez will have to chase it. Stefan Posch wins that battle. Back to Schlager in goal. So, well repelled there, Austria. I want to see, though, how they shape up and defend when Argentina have possession. Because the way that Lautaro Martinez was found in that penalty shout was way too easy for midfield. Try to play between the lines with ease, and Argentina were able to exploit this Austrian side much too easily. We saw in that first game versus Algeria, this Argentinian side looks like it's humming right now, with and without the football. Here's Konrad Laimer of Bayern Munich. Marcel Sabitzer had a play off Molina, so a throw for Austria as they continue to get forward and attack this goal. The thread's gone to Vanna, and in the end, a foul deemed to have occurred there. It's the edge of the box, a chance here for Austria. The Konrad Laimer throw, it was really innocuous there. Just a coming together of legs there by McAllister and Vanna, and a free kick now for Austria. And a dangerous spot for them to whip something in or have a cracker goal. It's one of those ones where you get a right footer and you put it with a bit of power and pace between the defensive line of the goalkeeper and just hope someone gets a nick on it, whether it be a defender or an attacker. So Gregoric is there. Posh at the back post as well. Down Alaba also. It's a low ball. It's a waste for Marcel Sabitzer. Messi can come away with it. Vanna in well. David Alaba. Now Messi again. Leo Messi trying to get himself out of trouble. The pass was poor. Vanna holds off Lionel Messi and turns away with it. Austria winning the battles at the moment. Molina wanted to claim the throw there, but the Egyptian referee was having none of that. Laimer. Schlager. It's a good moment here. Following that penalty miss, Austria have looked good in the football. For the time, they got Argentina penned in. Laimer around the corner. Vanna. Can't get out of trouble. That's a handball. It's an Argentinian bailout on the edge of the D. It's Coutinho Romero with it. Here's that penalty again. Lionel Messi. Maybe if it was right in the corner, Schlager wasn't getting there, but Schlager read it well. He held his ground and dived the right way. Messi, which is such a surprise, sitting and making a mistake, especially off the back of that hat-trick in match day 1. Pulled it wide. Lautaro Martinez again challenges flying in, this time by David Alaba. Austria get possession back and Stefan Posch down the line. Gregoric. That's proper hold-up play from him. And a great dink ball in behind for Marcel Sabitzer. Gregoric in the box. He goes over him. And Schmid can go and keep that in play. Schmid looking for the underlapping run of Niklas Zyweld. But it's run out of play. It's been a great response here from Austria. I thought from the first 4 to 5 minutes was anything to go by. This Argentinian side would be up and in total control. But maybe that penalty miss is just the jolt of energy that they needed. And now they've come with that response. They've thrown bodies around. They've pressed where they had to. They've won their duels so far. And as such, Argentina at times can't get their important players on the football. No easy ball for McAllister, Messi, Thiago Almeida. Lisandro Martinez. Across to Christian Romero. The two once again uniting the heart of the Argentinian defence despite Otamendi and Marcos Senesi producing very solid European seasons of their own. McAllister fouled in centre of the park. That's a poor pass around the corner by Molina. They're just a bit off their game right now, Argentina. Conrad Lima, Zywald. Sabater trying to get there. Molina beats him to it. Zywald again. Back with Kevin Danso. He has to get the ball at the pitch under pressure. Messi. Couple touches and then gets away from trouble. So Fernandez looking for Lautaro Martinez. Danso made a mistake. Messi's in. Messi. Oh. Schlager made an important save. He stuck a foot out. And out of nothing, Argentina sparked to life. Messi almost breaking the record there. One too many touches in and around the box, though. It just goes to show this Argentinian side can be off it, like we just saw there for the last few moments, and then out of nothing can spring to life. Schlager in the net, reacted well. The ball, the way it just sort of magnetizes to his foot at times. He always gets to the end of things. Here it is here, chopping inside. Oh, in the end, David Alaba gets an important foot in. Manu Ginobili, talk about Argentinian legends. He knows this area very, very well. Ball back in and out of feet here. Enzo Fernandez with the turn. Thought he caught there, Vanna, but referee didn't see it that way. Schlager competing in midfield. Alaba. Sabitzer now. Try to skip past the Molina challenge. Ball goes back his way. And Lautaro Martinez has collected Conrad Lima there. Coming together between the Inter Milan and the Bayern Munich man. So this Argentinian side will do for Messi, though. They'll throw their body around. They'll be physical. And let the opposition feel every tackle. Put them off their game to allow their player to shine. Rodrigo de Paul, of course, is having a conversation with the referee. When is he not? He's complaining about this challenge here. It's the follow through from Gagolitz. Not much in that. For the momentary time, Argentina has a 10. It feels like they have 15 on the pitch with those in the crowd. There's a sea of sky blue and white. And the noise is deafening inside the Dallas Arena. David Alaba pulled into a dangerous spot. Can Austria pounce here? Schlager. Stefan Posch. Dangerous ball. Followed in. Ooh. Coutinho Romero puts it behind. Austria corner kick. And Sabitzer at his best, making those late runs into the box, pouncing on loose balls. It was a powerful effort on goal. Might not have been going on target, but an important intervention nonetheless. Christian Romero, who at his best is very good at things like that. I haven't seen that a lot recently for Tottenham Hotspur. Plenty of action in the box. Ball dealt with. Messi goes and groups in the second. Little deep ball out of play. Austrian throw on the far side. But with all that being said, it's time for our quarter-time break. 0-0. Messi a missed penalty. And Austria have responded since that moment in time. But as it currently stands, we are knotted at 0-0. We're back after a short interval, guys, for the second half of this first half action. Welcome back, all. It's been a very engaging opening 25 or so minutes. I think that man on screen there, Leo Messi, has taken the headlines with a missed penalty. A rare occurrence for one of the greatest to do it. There's the expression. Almost he can't believe it himself either. As does the whole footballing world. It thought like it was going to be a procession when he stepped up to the spot. So back underway with Stefan Posch's throw. Schlager. Now with David Alaba, the man with the armband. Danzo. And a fair few goals in this stadium so far. The 4-2 between England, Croatia. The 2-2 between Japan and the Netherlands. Will we see something similar today between these two sides? We have to wait and see. Look, you got tempted by it in the early moments. Leo Messi from the spot. Since then, though, Austria have bounced back. They're not playing the ultra-pragmatic way as many sides will do when they face off against Argentina. They've taken the game to them. Right, you're looking to possess the football and cause the Argentinian side some problems because they have to defend. That's the best way you go at some of these top sides. You try and make them defend, make them accountable. That's what this Austrian side is doing. Enzo Fernandez, McAllister. Looking to play out of trouble here, but they've played themselves into trouble. Molina's pass was poor. Zywald behind Gregoric. Great flick around the corner from Marcel Sabitzer. Konrad Laimer keeps his feet and wins a corner off Molina. Well played by Konrad Laimer. Got a lot of talented players in this left-hand channel. Sabitzer, Schlager, Laimer. Gregoric will come across and support them. It's a very, very bright side in comparison to Posch, Zywald and Schmid. Another dangerous ball in, well dealt with. Seconds there to be won. Acrobatic clearance in the end. Zywald put off his pass then. Gave it back to Argentina, but the header by Cuti Romero had possession straight back to Austria. Alaba up the pitch after that corner kick. Marcel Sabitzer. Botavana. He's battling away with the Paul and McAllister, which is no easy, mean feat. It was Lautaro Martinez with the acrobatics in his own box. He wanted to do that in the other box, I think, to score a goal. He was brought down to the box to allow Argentina to have that penalty for Messi. Sabitzer and McAllister going toe-to-toe there. Half-hour mark hit. Still 0-0. But we've seen what both sides have to offer so far. You'd have to say 20 minutes of that 30 is in favour of Austria. The other 10, the first 10, all the way of Argentina. So we've seen the momentum sway. We've seen what both teams can do in the football. And we saw that versus Algeria, is that Argentina can, I guess you can say, fade in and out of games. It's just that Algeria didn't have the quality to really go toe-to-toe with Argentina. And Austria have a little bit more quality, but most importantly, they've got the great manager, Ralf Rangnick. They've got a great system and a team that works for each other. As does Argentina work for Messi. Here he is, Leo Messi. Almost seems to just skip past players. Enzo Fernandez. Around the corner for Thiago Almada. Ball to the edge of the area. Messi. Looking at Enzo Fernandez. I thought was offside. Schlager made the save, but maybe he wasn't offside. Have a look at that one again. Almada onto the edge of the area where Messi was. Maybe Enzo was played onside by Kevin Danzo. And the way the ball eventually fell Messi's way after Schlager came off his line was a worrying moment. Combination of Zywald, the keeper, and a clearance off the line made sure Messi could make it 1-0 to Argentina. Despite almost handing him some chances, they've done very well to defend him when he's got the opportunities. His Austrian side, Lautaro Martinez, a lot of space to run into. He's the Inter Milan man. The cut back. Looking for Messi. Is well dealt with in the end by Vanna. Austria can't come away with it. De Paul. Gagoric back to defend. There's Molina. Here is Lautaro Martinez. Medina. De Paul. Was Argentina looked to find the key to break apart this Austrian block. A rare chance for Argentina to play slow play from back to front. A lot of their actions have been transitional or with direct intent or high intent. Now a chance for their midfielders to get the ball and pull some strings. McAllister, De Paul and Almada all looking to be available. Here is Thiago Almada. Medina into Almada. Keeps presenting himself. You just see him almost running from side to side in that midfield, looking to be available. Looking to link the attack up. Be the thinker of this side here, Enzo Fernandez. Austria, they're looking very, very comfortable in their shape. All it takes, though, is one or two touches from the likes of Messi. Enzo Fernandez in an attacking region. And this low block can be broken apart in seconds. Medina. But Austria have worked very well here. Argentina forced to give ground back to the Austrian side and go back to their keeper. They'll go again here with the centre halves. De Paul. Looking like a 4-4-2 at the moment without it. They've sprung the press well there. And again, force Argentina back. This is the sort of defending, though, that's not too tiresome. Not done well there to win it back. Zawald getting it off Messi. There is Nicolas Zawald. Sabitzer shoving his back by Molina. That's an easy foul for the referee to give. Ahmed Omar. So Austria back underway, and after a little moment there of Argentinian extended possession, they can go on attack. They've been very, very impressive so far. The disappointment in the first game versus Jordan was their lack of danger going forward, attacking-wise, but that won't be a problem here today. It's all about structure. It's all about making the most of your chances. I think that almost sets up better to do something like that with this side. Sabitzer linking the ball up with Lema. Argentina come away with it, though. That's a great out ball. Lautaro Martinez. Tanto across to meet him. Rolls the ball in to Enzo Fernandez. It's Enzo. Oh. Dangerous ball across the 6-yard box, but no one was running in there to get on the end of it. Gagoric goes to ground. Romero does not like it. Argentina not looking to stop the play, though. Referees not want to stop this game. The Austrian players giving him an earful right now, the referee. He's copped a shoulder from Romero there. We're having a keen wheel with Gerlitz. They continue to play, though. Martinez, here is Gutierrez Romero, who's similar to Rodrigo de Paul, is always in conversation with players or referees, and that's a loose pass from him. See the Austrian bench there, all up on their feet, the staff applauding. Messi, Armada, this is dangerous from Argentina. Space up, offering up. Cut back, Armada. Messi! Leo Messi! And that's a record-breaking goal from Argentina's number 10. And the GOAT adds to his already impressive resume. The most amount of goals at World Cups belongs to Lionel Messi now. No longer share with Miroslav Klose. And the way that ball ended up at the feet of Argentinian's magician was just stunning. And that's what Argentina can do. That's what this man can do. He's never out of the game. And his quality, undoubted. He was able to spread the play to Armada initially. Then the way he times his run, slowly wanders in edge of the area. Armada just lets the ball run. Oh, it's stunning. And then the finish is quality. Into the bottom left-hand corner. And Messi does it again. What can't this man do? Records are there to be broken. And the records that Lionel Messi has now under his belt. There's not many records that he doesn't have at the moment. But there it is. A legend, Miroslav Klose. Broken by Lionel Messi. Now it's all spilling over. The Argentinian players just trying to get under the skin here. The Austrians didn't see what happened initially, but Stefan Posch has been given a yellow card. Oh, geez, not much in that. I don't know if there's much in that, to be honest. The referee making it pretty clear to Rodrigo de Paul and company to calm down. You've got the lead. It's just a bit of frustration. He laid the shoulder in on Armada. He's gone down too easily for me. Messi a touch around the corner. Molina's touch was loose. He's had a really poor game. Molina. Kevin Danso. They're doing so well here, Austria. They were staying in the game, actually sort of playing the better football in passages. This is what we saw also versus Algeria. The fact that sometimes the football isn't stunning by Argentina at times, but the ability to go from 0 to 100 real quick is one of their strengths. And obviously that's sort of the game of Lionel Messi, is to fade in and out of games and to have moments. And there's the slow-mo of that finish. The way he cushions it. Side foot into the corner. Wrong footing, Schlager. Finding the back of the net. Now he's scored 4 goals this tournament. 3 of which are just going to come on the edge of the area. Leo Messi to a T. Especially in his older age. The way he's able to just wander onto the edge of the D in his own time. And the awareness and the belief of Thiago Almada just to let that ball run. To find Messi was very, very intelligent. Don't know if he got a shout, if he just knew it. It was a very, very smart play for the young man. Messi fouled on the halfway line. That's a start that's been said. 6 consecutive games at World Cups, which Lionel Messi has scored at. That is some record. McAllister bringing Schmid down. A chance from a set play for Austria. They got to finish this half on a strong note, you feel. Alaba looking for Kagaritz, and that's a wasted pass. Argentina doing their best here just to get under the skin of the Austrian side after scoring that opening goal thanks to Messi. It's almost like when Messi scores, they all lift. They've taken it out here on this Austrian side that looked cool, calm and composed, and now look a little bit rattled by what the Argentinians are doing. Sabitzer competing and winning that 50-50 duel. Gregoric to Schmid. Tripped by Lautaro Martinez. Fernandez, sorry. Austria play quickly though. Sabitzer on the left-hand side here. Back to the skipper, David Alaba, as we tick into the 45th minute now. 7 minutes of stoppage time to come. A couple of injury delays. Most notably, that long penalty delay. Schlager. Lima. Austria probing here. Don't have to necessarily score, but a good, strong finish with 7 minutes here of good attacking football would be very good to take into the second half. Cut back ball. Molina in the way. Clearance. Oh, lovely take. Initially by Lautaro Martinez, but couldn't keep it. Kevin Danzo. Zaywald. Now with Vanna. They've got out into the wide space as well, but I just feel as if Argentina are happy with them going out wide and happy to defend balls into the box. That's sort of what they're happy to give up here. Because Sabitzer and Schmid and Lima and company have all been able to get around this Argentinian defence, but it's when they get these positions here, the cross, where the quality's been lacking. Conrad Lima brought down. Referee again making it very clear to Lautaro Martinez. It's a bit going on here. So Sabitzer over this dead ball. Goes short. Zaywald. Sabitzer. Conrad Lima. Now Schmid Launches one in there. Danzo competing for it. So Fernandez comes away with it though. Another set piece, well defended by Argentina. If the attacking play isn't perfect, their defensive play is always solid. And away comes Leo Messi. Left that pass short of Molina. And Gagoric just smashes that against him. And out of play for Austrian throw. So Stefan Bosch. We tick towards the third minute of 7 here in stoppage time. Lionel Messi's goal just after the half-hour mark is the point of difference. He also missed from the spot inside of the first 10 minutes as well. The first half, that's been all about the great man. And when is it not about the great man? David Alaba here. Austria once again comfortable in possession. Can they make an open chance here though? Sabitzer. Crossfield pass for Stefan Posch, who takes it in well. Second touch, not so good though. It's picked up upon Lionel Messi. Now with Rodrigo de Paul. Rodrigo de Paul doing well under trouble. Alexis McAllister out. And Messi. Argentina, I think, will be happy to see this ball over the line into half-time. 3 more minutes to go here in this first half stoppages. There's been no real intent in their possession here. And they'll be very happy with this lead. They took a very similar lead into the first half break versus Algeria. They probably created more chances, but still led 1-0 and came alive second half. 2 more Messi goals, and the game was wrapped up around the hour mark. So they'll believe they can go up a gear or two after the half-time interval. Scaloni will have a chat and address a few issues, but I think what they've been happy to do here today is just allow Austria to play how they want to play it at their tempo. And whenever they get a chance to go on off turnover or fast play, that's where Argentina will look to use it. And the constant movement and the malleability of this front line and midfield area. Where at times Molina is the furthest forward, at times Messi or Lautaro the furthest forward. Also Almada makes it very hard to defend, especially when you've got this side playing for little Messi as well. Point of Almada, who was really, really intelligent to let that ball run to allow Messi to walk onto it on the edge of the area for that goal. Messi give and go, and give and go again. Feeding Almada. Far left-hand side here for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. Austria in their shape here. It'd be a dagger blow if Argentina found another one before half-time. Medina. Lisandro Martinez. Argentina doing well here, just keeping possession. Keeping Austria at bay. Very, very well here in this first half. They've just managed key moments so well. They've looked like a side that are coming off a World Cup final victory. They just know what moment needs what type of football. And that's what they've done here. They've seen it at half-time. There's a 1-0 lead they currently have, and it's thanks to that man on screen. And when is it not? Thanks to Leo Messi. He might have missed a penalty earlier in the game, but he converted just after the half-hour mark. Austria were doing well, had a lot of possession in the first 45 minutes, but couldn't test Emi Martinez. In the end, Leo Messi wandering onto a ball, cut back to the edge of the area. He stroked home on the 38th minute mark. Been a bit of feistiness and battling after that point in time. As we currently stand, it's Argentina 1, Austria 0. We've gone for a short half-time interval, and we'll be back for the second half action very, very shortly. Alrighty, lads and gents, we're back here for the second half action. Leo Messi, the goal scorer in the first half. He broke Miroslav Klose's all-time goal-scoring record, and like he was in Matchday 1, if he gets an assist also, he'll be breaking the assist record held currently by Diego Maradona. He has scored 4 goals now in 135 minutes, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, about to get underway here for the second half. Kicked off for Austria. Look, the first half was very balanced at times. The big stat on the screen there is the difference. Argentina kicking from right to left. Austria in their red strip from left to right. Argentina had the 3 shots in the first half versus the 2 for Austria. 1 XG created for them. 0.24 for Austria here in the second half. They'll try and improve that stat. They're already on the front foot from the offing here. Schmid. Schlager. An early chance for Sabitzer. He just missed his kick. He's furious. I think Nicolas Zaywald, who let the ball run. No foul there. Vanna give and go with Sabitzer. Great defending from Thiago Almada. He's known for his defensive work normally. Zaywald. Sabitzer. Shot blocked from Cuti Romero. Much better start for Austria. I think the halftime interval would have had a keen conversation about what they can do to try and put Argentina off their game, how they can win the ball back quicker. And more importantly, what they can do when they're on the football, because they've had a large part of it. Just over 40% of the football. Haven't had much with it though. Cross there that Martinez has caught. That's the only real action he's had to make today. That's probably more the problem for Austria, is that Emi Martinez has not been tested, despite the possession of the dangerous areas that this Austrian side has got into. They've gone with the big man Gregoric up top, but they haven't really used him in this matchup so far. Schmid into Kevin Danzo. Go up against his teammate in Cuti Romero today. Schlager. Still batting away. Free kick and an advantage played. And then Messi brought him down. I did the turn on the halfway line. Schlager trying to get his foot in and fouling the number 10. It's a bit of getting his foot in there and Cuti Romero. The referee saw it at the corner of his eye. And he might have another problem here, Romero. Holding that knee of his. There is the replay of that goal. Always making that late dangerous run, Leo Messi. We can all joke about watching walking football. That's what he does at times, but his turn of speed and acceleration is still one of the best, if not the best in the world. He goes from a walking pace to a sprint in no time, and that's how he gets away from players. McAllister now. Argentina looking to respond after Austria made the fast start at the blocks in the second half. Medina to Enzo Fernandez. Now Thiago Almada. Enzo. Molina. Ball knocked ahead of Rodrigo de Paul. He cuts the ball back, but can't find an Argentinian jersey in the box. So Alaba heads away. Seconds to be recycled here by Argentina. Zaywald in strong on Messi. In the end, winning a throat for the Austrian side, however. So Alaba the other way. Need to be fast starters here, you think. That's not the way to do it. Kevin Danso running into trouble. Messi looked offside. He's through, though. Great challenge from Schlager. The flag eventually does raise. Just couldn't get himself back into an onside position. Alaba stepping up well. So it's because Austria lost the ball way too quickly for Messi's ability to get back in time. But he sort of grew Austria amongst a few teams. Ghanaian side, Swiss side. I guess you could say the Turkey side as well. They're good on the football. They've got some big names, but finding that end product has been a problem. Oh, Schmidt almost made something out of nothing there. So Martinez, who has literally had nothing to do today. But I think that's the thing to say that about Ecuador, we could sort of group into that list of teams. Belgium, Ecuador, Switzerland, Austria, Ghana, to a lesser extent. A lot of quality players, play some nice football, attractive football on the eyes, can string together 5 or 10 minutes of possession and play, but don't have that cutting edge, the difference-making ability in the final third. And that's why you saw sides in the first round of games like Argentina with Messi and Norway with Haaland and France with Mbappe, Harry Kane with England, pose a difference-making ability because they have a number 9 that can put the ball in the back of the net and have a front line that is sharp and works for each other and creates dangerous attacking movements. Sabot and Schlager there, both getting a foot in the Messi. In the end, Schlager deeming to fouled the GOAT. But I just think about the second half here, and the jeopardy for Austria isn't as bad as I guess it could be with Jordan and Algeria in the group. You think they'd get the better of both those two sides, in particular with Algeria to come in the final match day. They can go and maybe try and chase this game. But the threat will be is that if they go and chase it, there's way too much room for the likes of Julian Alvarez who'll come off the bench, Messi, Lautaro. Here's Messi from a long way away. Little dink ball. Looking for Lautaro. Second ball broke down there momentarily by Alessandro Martinez. Lautaro will chase in that loose ball. And we'll win a throw for Argentina. They take quickly here. One back though by Schmid. I'm going to say this referee, the Egyptian man Amin Mohamed Omar, has done very well to manage this game because it was about to boil over before half-time. There's been tackles flying in here in the second half. But everyone's been well behaved on his watch. Schlager. Now with Kevin Danso. Alaba now. Put on the line. I'll take it in. Schmid trying to squeeze the ball through to Konrad Laimer. Unable to do so. The seconds are there to be won for Austria. It's a very good turn from Konrad Laimer. And Christian Romero's got through the back of him there, and Konrad Laimer's not happy. I think he wants a card or more. It's a really deft little flick around the corner. And he was off. Now, this is a dangerous situation. Alaba and Sabitzer will fancy themselves from here. Tight angle, but enough room to operate when he can hit the ball powerfully and get it up and over and then back down. Sabitzer whip it near post. They fizz one across the 6-yard box. Just have to wait and see here. So Sabitzer going to take it and fizz it in. And Amy Martinez had to get to fist to that to get rid of it. Not a worry for someone of Amy Martinez's quality there. Despite it maybe wobbling in the air. Stefan Posch along throw. Near post flick. Now with the second balls in a red jersey. So Posch will launch back in again. Alaba. Big moment here. Big next 5 to 10 minutes for Austria. They need to equalise to put some pressure on this Argentinian side. As I said in the first half, though, they know how to manage these situations so well. Whether it was the way they just almost possessed the game into boredom in the first half to finish the first 45, where they were allowing Austria to have the football and then hitting the counter in the first 30 to 35 minutes. They just know situations well now. They've got that experience. They've got that winning mantra. So into Gregorc. Laid off to Schmid. Sabitzer now. Seiwald again. They were giving go on the edge of the area. That flick around the corner for Gregorc. Paddling away Weiner. And a poor challenge there by Weiner on Lautaro Martinez, and Inter Milan's number 9 is brought down, defending his own box. So Otamendi is coming on, and Coutinho Romero is going to make way. So hopefully that's not a bad injury for the Tottenham man. But Otamendi on in his spot. Not a bad replacement, the veteran. So Argentina back underway now. The Paul. Sandro Martinez. Back with Emi Martinez. The first change. Forced one at Christian Romero making way. Gotta hope that knee injury isn't as bad as it initially seemed. Otamendi. But if you want to replace the centre half of Romero's calibre, quality and strength on the international stage, what a man to do so with Nicolas Otamendi, who, despite his age, is playing some fantastic football for Benfica. It's a poor giveaway on the far side. Austria come away with it. Seiwald in midfield. Coming to the right-hand side now for Stefan Posch. Ball fizzed in. Weiner brought to ground. No foul, though. Enzo Fernandez. It's a high, long switch for Nicolas Otamendi. And they come out the right-hand side here, Argentina. Molina. Into McAllister. He's continued to drop in between the two centre-halves and receive the ball and progress Argentina further forward. Messi's had some close attention there. And Austria want to throw from that. So taken quickly. Otamendi, 2 challenges in quick succession. And then Enzo Fernandez away. Not fully here, Argentina. Schmid. Austria just building here, you feel. Schlager. Leimer. Putting together a good little moment here as they force the Argentinian side to defend, and Under pressure in these 50-50 duels right now. Danzo. Stefan Posch. Look at that chop inside and play a ball in the channel. Again, though, Schmid comes away with the 50-50. The pass is poor. Almost surprisingly, the polish of this Austrian side has not quite been there, but the fighting spirit, the 50-50 duels, the physicality, that's been on display here in the second half. In the second half, 52% possession for Austria, but 48% for the Austrian side. 2 shots to nil. They had 10 final third entries to 4. They've won more duels, whether it be aerial or ground duels. So it's been a good start to the second half for them as we tick over the hour mark. I'd be surprised if Scaloni wants to change things up, maybe in midfield some fresh legs, or Julian Alvarez as an out ball. Right now they're just under the cosh, Argentina. Oh, great flick to keep that ball in play. Here's Thiago Almada. Oh, Enzo shot blocked. That's what I'm talking about with Argentina. They haven't gone anywhere with it. And all of a sudden, a nicely worked move from the right-hand side across the left-hand side of the pitch. And once again, Almada linking it up well for Enzo Fernandez. Nice shot though, blocked by Danzo. So those two who came on in the first game, Nico Gonzalez and Julian Alvarez, readied themselves. So Sai wasn't able to drop in a centre half here. Danzo's gone off because he brought a halt to the game. Enzo Fernandez. So Austria down to 10 here momentarily. DePaul. McAllister. Expect to see Lautaro Martinez's number held up. But potentially the number of Thiago Almada as well. Game still in the balance. Still there to be one for either side. Messi. DePaul. Messi again. Enzo Fernandez's ball around the corner was broken up momentarily. Argentina come back again though with McAllister. Messi. Linking it all up for Argentina. They go from left to right. Gator's in the way. Now time for the substitutions for Argentina. That man's got a good view with the binoculars on. So Thiago Almada, yes, is making way. And also Lautaro to allow Julian Alvarez on the pitch. Enzo Fernandez. Messi. Oh. Managed to get a shot off. Seems to always be drifting wide of Schlager. Got to touch that Schlager just to make sure. The referee's not giving it a corner kick though, so it cannot be overturned. Wrongly gifted corner kicks can be overturned, but no wrongly decided goal kicks. So Argentina missed a chance there to whip a ball into the box. They've had a few changes. Otamendi on for Christian Romero. Atara Martinez and Thiago Almada making way to allow Gonzalez and Julian Alvarez on. Austria yet to make the changes. Remaining with Sabitzer, Schmid, Varner and Gregorowicz up top. Schlager and Seiwald in midfield remain. Smart flick from Sabitzer, blocked out of play. Back into play. Sabitzer does well to hold that ball up, but gives it away. McAllister on the way once more. Argentina quite happy once again to be back in their shape. Back defending this Austrian side. Yet to really throw that haymaker, isn't it? That's out of ball. Sabitzer can turn. Swing the play out right here, where Stefan Posch is. Into Nicolas Seiwald in midfield. That's a nice little touch hit away from danger from Sabitzer. Ball in Gregorowicz. Heads over the crossbar. That's his chance. That's what they want him to do. Here comes some of the troops for Austria, though. Marco Friedl coming on. Alexander Pras and Marko Arnautovic as well. So David Alaba's going to make way here. So Friedl on. Stefan Posch off as well. So Vanna, Posch and Alaba off. Arnautovic, Friedl, and also Pras on. So 3 changes all made at once. A triple substitution for Austria. So they've got Gregorowicz and Arnautovic up top. With Schmid and Sabitzer supporting. It's more like a box now for 2-2 for Austria in their shape. Sandro Martinez turning. Now Medina. Play the ball into the feet of Enzo Fernandez, who's a little bit deep for the time being. Alexis McAllister's allowed to go further forward. Versatility on display once again for this Argentinian midfield. Rodrigo de Paul. Julian Alvarez just made a little darting run in the channel. Ignored by the Inter Miami man. Medina ball blocked out of play. A bit Argentinian throw. That is time then for the 3-quarter time break. Still 1-0. Still that Messi goal, the difference. We're going for a short 2-minute break and back for the final 20 minutes of action very, very soon. Alrighty, to the final few moments here of this matchup. Argentina to take this through. Austria have a chance here to cause problems, to keep themselves level with Argentina in this group if they can nick a goal. That's the key word, to nick one. Because despite having some good passages and good moments, especially in the second half, they just don't seem to have that sharpness in the final third, that ability to make something happen. That's a corner kick for Argentina. Corner kick which Messi will wander towards the corner to go and take. So Messi's left-footed out swing up. It's a good ball. And that could have been the record-breaking assist, Nico Gonzalez. Rising to head that ball and heads it just wide of the mark. That's a big chance miss from him. Basically unmarked, running onto it. Just couldn't cushion that ball into the corner. There's the match stats at the bottom. It's not been a crazy match. 6 attempts to 5, 2 on target to 1. Austria is still in this game here. Marko Arnautovic on the pitch, alongside Garioric at top. You've got Sabitzer. You've got midfield creators like Nicolas Zaywald and Schlager there as well. They're going to get one more chance, you feel, in the last 17 or so minutes. They just got to take it. Do they try and kitchen sink it and commit numbers forward and try and overload a wide space potentially? I think Argentina have given them the wide areas early on here, but that is their weakest part of the pitch. Can they get an overload? Can they get 3-on-1, a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1 out wide and attack in that way? Marko Arnautovic, obviously, always a dangerous player physically to head a ball home. Especially with this guy on the pitch too, Konrad Laimer. Nico Gonzalez doing the defensive work. Tried a little cheeky back here for Schmid. Laimer unable to get that to work though. Gonzalez kept that alive. A threat of giving up a corner kick. Enzo just bundled over by Schlager. The RB Leipzig man just a little bit too aggressive in that challenge. And what a hat that is. Here's the headed chance. Wow. Got in a Danzo and then inches away from making it 2-0. Powerful run from Nico Gonzalez. Otamendi hasn't really been challenged since coming off the bench. Pass is loose. Saywell picked it up, but heavy touch gave it back to Argentina. And again, overzealous. When Enzo Fernandez has pushed over Laimer. That's Medina, in there. Konrad Laimer picks up the yellow card as well for instigating it. He's just getting frustrated here. Konrad Laimer. Double yellow, Medina and Konrad Laimer. Glad they ran out of play there. I did. So an Austrian throw on the far left-hand side. They are challenging this Argentinian outfit. I guess you could say, if you're going to be devil's advocate, Argentina have not really played out of first gear all day long. They've just got their goal and are happy to sit with it. Because they know this Austrian side doesn't really have or possess that cutting edge. Schmid. Can the Austrian side, though, prove them wrong? Can they pick apart the Argentinian side? You feel like it's going to involve a player like Konrad Laimer or a player like Marko Arnautovic, that despite his age also throws his body around and can make the most out of very little. Schlager. Friedel. Danzo. Got to drill one in there. Schlager. Loose pass. Argentina come away with it now with Julian Alvarez. Leo Messi. Medina. And Nico Gonzalez. And just after that, good little spell of possession. Austria give it away. Paul loose touch from the Paul. To really see a mistake like that from him. He comes on Wimmer. And is he able to make a difference here? They just need that X factor right now. And Wimmer has the ability to do so. We've seen it in the Bundesliga time and time again. As he comes on for Schmid in the final third. 4 substitutions made by Austria, 3 for Argentina. As this game reaches the final few moments, Messi's goal, the record-breaking goal, the difference in these two sides as we currently stand. Wimmer's ball, the return pass to Lima, kept in play by the Bayern Munich man, and Martinez being collected by Marko Arnautovic. Wasn't much in that. Just a trailing knee for Marko Arnautovic on Aston Villa's #1 European champion. The noise rises again for those Argentinian fans. Otamendi. Messi, who's been quiet this second half. Then produces that moment there, really away from danger. A crossfield pass to Nico Gonzalez. Going to drill that ball across the box to find Messi. But a foot in and the ball back with Schlager in goal. Kevin Danzo. Long ball. Gagoritz as well. Marko Arnautovic. Oh. And nearly out of nothing. And that's the danger of a 1-goal lead. Did it as well there. And it's Leo Paredes. Got to come on here. Trigger to Paul to make way. But that's the threat that Austria possessed there. Long ball. Gagoritz. Wimmer. Arnautovic all up there. Stretching the back line. So De Paul and Medina making way to Tagliafico. And also Paredes onto the pitch. Tagliafico of Olympique Lyonnais. So Marcel Sabitzer to take this corner kick. Oof, Arnautovic nearing. Dealt with it by Argentina. They can have a good moment here. 9 to the end. Another ball in, but way too high. As such, too comfortable. Fermi Martinez. I feel like that's the sort of the style of attack they'll need. Long aerial balls into the box to allow Arnautovic and Garuts to win aerial duels and flick a ball down and allow runners like Wimmer or Sabitzer to work off it. Crush the box. That's sort of what they need to go with now, Austria. More Route 1 style. It's not the Ralf Rangnick way, I know, but the Austrian way right now has got them nowhere. Schlager. Danzo. Sends Julian Alvarez shops there. Back to the goalkeeper. Austria now just possessing it. They need to get on with it here. Progress the ball up the pitch. Schlager. Back to his keeper again. Argentina doing enough to repel this Austrian side right now. Now they come away with Friedel. Great ball into the channel. Sabitzer. Great hold up play for McAllister. Messi knocked it around the corner, but Friedel was there to pick it up. They're currently applying his trade at Wolfsburg. Here is Nicholas Zywald. Austria need to get a wriggle on here. Konrad Laimer. Wimmer. Chopping inside of Tagliafico. Two players with fresh legs. Zywald again. It's a loose back pass. Forces Danto the way back to Schlager again. It's really much as mimic to what they did versus Jordan. Austria struggle for that final third ability. Capable on the football. I think the worrying sign for those teams at the top end, which Argentina are included in, is that Argentina have not really gotten out of first gear, I think, at this tournament in general. They've definitely cruised it today. They were, at times, kicked it up a gear versus Algeria, but these are two results which they've done with relative ease. Garuts makes way for Kani Chukwuemeka to come on. Borussia Dortmund man. Enzo Fernandez away from trouble. Great crossfield switch of play. Molina. Argentina will look to try and do what they did in the first half, which is now possess the ball, take it, and keep it until the 90th. They're capable of that with some of the players they've got. Paredes on, McAllister, Tagliafico, Sandro Martinez and Otamendi. Here is the rear guard. Austria still look afraid of conceding here. That's a great ball over the top. Gonzalez, great touch inside, and a great block. Fernandez, secondary block there as well. And they avoid trouble. Austria. Layoff was good. Sabitzer. Chukwuemeka. Bit of opportunity here for Austria. Ball in and Arnautovic over his head. Tagliafico away. Wimmer was storming in at the back post. Second ball recycled in. Dealt with by Sandro Martinez. Wimmer. Into the Zywald. Schlager. Just for a moment there, things opened up for Austria. Can they try again? Ball whipped in low. Dealt with by Nicolas Otamendi. Just wondering if like a Carney Chukwuemeka can join Arnautovic, maybe Savitzer as well. Just crush the box. Get balls in there. Make this Argentinian backline defend. Lisandro Martinez, one of the best aerial duel winners for his size, but still very short in stature. They're not a massive side, Argentina. And a battler like Arnautovic, a savvy player like Marcel Sabitzer, you just feel like get some balls in the box. There's that great defensive reaction from Kevin Danso, who's had a great 2026, to be fair. Second half of the year, he was very, very important for Tottenham Hotspur. Great form carried into this World Cup. And has been very solid for this Austrian side in the opening 2 games. The backline's not the problem today for Austria. They just need a little bit more on the football. Can't really fault them for conceding the goal they conceded. Messi brilliance there. But 90 minutes have really failed to test Martinez in goal. Only one save made for Martinez in this one. That's a giveaway. Messi. Enzo. Back to Leo Messi. That's a giveaway to Marko Arnautovic now. Vima. This is a chance for a counter. Not with a pass like that. Yeah, Otamendi getting stuck into Vima. Found the Bundesliga man. He'll grab and then push. Dangerous ball in. Overhit. Straight to the hands of Martinez. Quality's not been there for Austria in the final third, and Argentina just cruised it. Long ball, Nico Gonzalez takes that down very well. A foul, advantage played. Messi. Ball spread out wide left. Julian Alvarez now. No one up there with him. So he lays it back for Enzo Fernandez. Now with Paredes. Tick over towards the 90th minute now. Lisandro Martinez. Austria back defending. They really have to press now. They can't allow Argentina just to possess the game and tick it all the way to the end here. Got to be aggressive. Otamendi, McAllister, Enzo. Little run in the pocket there for Tagliafico. Got Nico Gonzalez on the outside here. Here he is on the left. Vima tripping him over. And we've got 5 minutes of stoppage time to come. Smart body feint there from the Atletico Madrid man. And brought to ground. Argentina are 4.5 minutes away now from a perfect start to their group and a qualification spot in the round of 32. They have scored 4 goals at the FIFA World Cup finals, and all have come off the boot of that man there, the greatest to do it, Lionel Messi. Yet to concede also. So Messi on this set play. Just dink one towards the back post. Martinez was there. The ball dealt with. I should come the other way. Chukwuemeka going to ground way too easy. The referee waves it off. Paredes. Otamendi. Again, Argentina looking very, very comfortable on the football. Hey, Martinez searches long. Danso wins the header. Chukwuemeka the second ball. Paredes just a little bit late on the Borussia Dortmund man. And it picks up a yellow card for his challenge. Not too many yellows today. Given out by our Egyptian referee. There's a loose challenge, though. Dangerous as well, actually. Sabitzer launches it in. But dealt with again. Time by Otamendi. Handball against the Benfica centre-half. Austria again, as we are halfway through the 5 minutes of stoppages. Is there a way they can find a way to get something on goal to test Emi Martinez here in the final moments? It's been a cruisy display from Argentina. One goal leads are dangerous. Down to the back post, heads into a dangerous area. And the seconds from Wimmer was put wide. Maybe that was their chance. Once again, aerial duels. If there's any way to get at this Argentina side right now, it's that way, in the air. Battling for second balls. Ralf Rangnick got his head in his hands. His side has been good today, but not great. There is one great one out there in Leo Messi, and that could prove to be the difference today. His goal. Sabitzer hands out asking for options. Chukwuemeka. Ball flicked around the corner. Chukwuemeka will chase it in. Keep it in play. Sabitzer. Seiwald. Cross blocked. Oh, by Paredes. Straight into the path of Leo Messi. He's got numbers joining him. Oh, what a pass from Leo Messi. Julian Alvarez to wrap it up. Oh, what a save. Paredes. Messi. Messi. Still Messi. Blocked it. Messi again! Leo Messi makes it 2-0. And the GOAT, he always delivers. And listen to the stadium of Dallas just erupt for Leo Messi. And the impossible is always possible with Leo Messi. There was 5 or 6 Austrian bodies in the way, but the GOAT still managed to score. And he continues this historic run of this FIFA World Cup finals with his 5th goal of the tournament. And he's put this game to bed. And these thousands of Argentinian fans have been blessed to see the number 10 do what he does best yet again. And I said it on match day 1, you know a World Cup is back when Leo Messi is doing things like this. He led the counter-attack. He set up Julian Alvarez. Schlager made a great save. Paredes recycled it to him. And after he was denied by the first block, he went and followed up and got a second. And at the age of 38 and going on 39 in 2 days' time, he was the hungriest for that loose ball. And he's the one that's added to his tally already. He just knows his way around a football pitch. And look, there's religions and there's gods. And then up there next to them is Leo Messi, the footballing god himself. Five Argentina goals scored in the FIFA 2026 World Cup for Argentina. All 5 belong to Leo Messi. Messi, can he get a hat-trick again? No way. Messi. Oh, he's fouled. Is there a chance here for Leo Messi? He's brilliant. He's just stunning. Oh, look at that. 100-year-old Messi fan. Love it. it just has the feeling, doesn't it? That after we've talked about France, England, Spain, potentially even the US, some people, wouldn't it just be right if Argentina and Messi do it again? They had a fantastic start of this campaign. A long, long way out here for Messi, but can he test the goalkeeper? Schlager. Messi! Ooh. Wide. Wide of the mark. And that is the last kick of this match. A match that belongs to Argentina. A match that belongs to Leo Messi. So good once again today. Hat-trick in his first match. A double here. And once again, Argentina have won a game and Leo Messi is once again the difference. He missed the penalty in the opening moments, but he made up for it with a 38th minute goal. And then when the game was becoming stretched right at the end, Leo Messi made it 2-0 in the 5th minute of stoppage time. It's his World Cup. Argentina are through to the round of 32. Another great display by the GOAT. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's been a good live stream. We've got another one coming up later this afternoon for Norway and Senegal. But for the time being, it's all about Leo Messi. It's all about Argentina. They win this one 2-0.